They was shaking chamber music, standing out his own. First lady stand all-star. Heidi Flyce, the coroner Donna. Just stop by to show you some love. You know, chamber music always showed me nothing but love. So I figured, what better place than chamber music to give them my moment of truth. So with that being said, I know it's a lot of questions that people been wanting answered from me, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to answer some of those questions for you and get high in the process. So let's get it.
First off, Flyce, I know the people want to know, number one question is, when they gonna get a Flyce album or a Flyce project or something new, and just what project can we expect from you coming out this year?
Okay, well, I'm always working on something new. You know, I got the first mixtape dropping for you, Stick-Ups and Stilettos. You know, be coming shortly, you know, followed by, you know, a couple more projects, you know, like Toe Tag 'em and Bag 'em, which has everybody's favorite Call the Coroner on it. And always shooting videos, got all-star films on deck all the time, so you might catch like 10, 15, 20 of them up in the next 24 hours, I don't know. Grind crazy over here.
Speaking of videos, how do you feel about the great responses you got from the Call the Coroner video?
Wow. Call the Coroner video was something amazing for me. It was my first video ever. I had so much fun shooting it. I had a lot of hard work put into the production and editing. Shout out to Jaden Entertainment and Petty Cash, you know, and everybody who came out to support me. The fans seem to have loved it. They said I went really hard. I got a lot of people who said they not really fans of females and hardcore rap, but they thought I really slayed it, and they were satisfied with it. And I also hear that a lot of people can't go all the places that I was at, and I was there. I also heard that when people do come through, they don't get love like I got. So I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and supporting me and showing me that love. I love you too. Staten Island 103 or everything. We in the building.
That's what it is. Speaking of female rappers, the other female rappers and all that, and you being a female rapper just coming in the game, how you feel about artists like Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim? What do you think about the whole beef thing that's going on with them? And if you was to have beef,
hold up, this is good scrappy.
or Nicki Minaj?
Well, as far as the Nicki and Kim situation goes, I respect them. You know, they both very talented. You know, I respect their craft. As far as the beef goes, if that's what works for them, you know, do what you gotta do, get that money. They both generated some financial dividends behind the situation, so more power to you. But I'm coming.
That's what it is. Name 5 artists in the game that you would love to work with.
5 artists in the game I would love to work with. I would love to work with somebody who's from my hometown. Ghostface, you know, he's my favorite. I got nice with Iron Man, so it would be like a privilege to be able to collaborate with him on something. Busta is a living legend, and I think he assassinates everything he touches. He's been doing it consistently since he started, and I think it would be a lot of fun. He brings a lot of energy to a track. I definitely would have to work with Kiss and Styles, because, you know, aside from being also New York, they also hood, and I love what they represent, the unchanging, you know, no matter the success or the fame, they still them, they still keep it funky so that the people from my neck of the woods can relate. And I think that would be a great situation, a nice fit for me, you know. And I also have to say, maybe Ludacris, you know, because I love Luda. He's very creative, very talented. He's been putting it in for years too, and he got a different sound that I think I would like to experiment with. I think it would be a lot of fun.
That's what it is. To the fans out there that all love Flyce and want to take Flyce out on the date, they all want to know what's Flyce ideal date.
My ideal date. You know, I'm regular. You know, far from bougie. You know, we could go get some Wendy's, give me a spicy chicken with cheese, you know, chocolate frosty, some sour Dutchess, maybe a bottle of Ciroc, Cola Dooley, you know, nice comfy couch. I'm with that. That's my ideal date. Wow, funny.
That's what, how does it feel being the only female all-star?
It feels great, but it also feels like every other day for the past 15 years of my life. You know, none of these guys are new to me. They all been my friends in the hood, eating cereal. You know, no cable TV, things like that for forever. So it's really no different from then to now. So it feels great that they still here. You know, I say that, and that I still have the privilege of being here with them. Shout out to them. You know, they hold me down, give me so much love, so much inspiration. They what I strive to be. They dedication, they grind is serious. You know, so just being privileged to be the Staten All-Star First Lady is it's great though. You know, shout out to y'all, all y'all little dirty asses.
How did you get the name Heidi Flyce? How did you come up with that?
Yeah, I promised y'all a moment of honesty and to answer a couple of questions, not to tell all. But it's crazy because I got these questions in advance, you know, and I fought for this question to get out of here. But somehow the powers that be just keep sliding in advance, so I guess I'm going to answer it. Don't judge me. I mean, but I had got into a little altercation. I had to go on the run, you know. I had my little cousin with me. Little, like younger, not really little, you know. So we bounced to Elizabeth, New Jersey. Shout out to my Eastwood niggas, my HMH niggas. I mean, they held me down, whatever. So I'm out there, you know, I don't really go get no job or no nothing like that. So I had to get it how I live it, you know. So I'm walking down 3rd Street one day, and I bump into these two dudes that happen to turn out to be twins. So they telling me how they want to spoil me, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to do whatever. So me knowing I'm on the run and can't really get my money up, you know what I'm saying? Obviously they was standing there getting their money up. I snatched them up and took them back to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Introduced them to my cousin, whatever. So the whole night, you know, had them catering to us, buying us food, feeding us, you know, rolling the bud up, you know, holding it while we smoke, popping the bottles, whatever the case is. So as the night progressed, I told my cousin, watch, I'm gonna get them to strip for us. So she thought I was bugging, she didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, whatever. So I convinced them, you know, that it would be sexy for them to strip down to nothing but they boxes, but to leave their Timbs on or whatever the case is. So I had this big bag of quarters from doing laundry the Sunday before, whatever, that this other dude, you know what I mean, had gave me the money for the laundry, had some extra quarters or whatever, so I go get the bag of quarters. I convinced them they should really just take it all off but leave their Timbs on. I start giving them music to, you know, dance to, made the little song and go beat it from the back with your Timbs on, you know. So I had them dancing, one was going around in circles, one was going up and down like mad funny, God. But me and my cousin pitching quarters at them, whatever, so they thinking they gonna get the what happening, you know, Staten Island girls ain't easy. Well, it's Staten Island girl anyway, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I sent them home after throwing a couple dozen quarters at them, you know, laughing, whatever. So the next day I go get up with my mans, you know what I mean? So I'm telling them like, yo, y'all ain't even gonna believe what happened to me last night. So kind of like Biggie and his mans, you know what I mean? So I'm telling them the story and shit, so they just bust out laughing like, who do you think you is? Heidi Flyce or somebody? You know what I mean? And that was the day Heidi Flyce was born. For being on my pimp shit, you know, when I was down and out on the run, couldn't really even come home. I mean, gotta get it how you live it. And with that being said, I got fed and treated like a princess and gave the niggas the boo. And you know, here I am in front of you today, Madam Heidi Flyce, the corridor daughter.
On a more serious note, as far as we done came, I mean, you know, we all done been through a lot. How do you feel about the loss of?
You know, the loss of Megatron was devastating. You know, he always was passionate about getting Staten Island heard. And, you know, he felt we had a voice too that wasn't being recognized, and he always did what he could, you know, to get us recognized. But crazy. Like we was at the Hungry Man barbecue this summer that just passed or whatever, and I proposed to him about posting my mixtape for me or whatever, and he told me he had me no problem. I'm like, well, what you gonna charge me? He like, well, I charge them what I charge them, but I'm gonna charge you some Henny and some Haze. So go get that, you know what I'm saying, and call me to the booth. We gonna lock in, you know. Unfortunately, I didn't I didn't get a chance to, you know, get my project to the point where it was ready for him to even come sit down with me. So like 2 weeks ago, I just spoke to him again. He's like, well, what's up with your mixtape or whatever? You still want me to do that? I'm like, yeah, you know, but it ain't ready. He like, well, go get that Henny and that Haze and we gonna lock in. And we gonna do it together, you know? So it's, it's crazy, you know, life's crazy. I just prefer to think of the positive as opposed to the negative. You know, it's a lot of people out here who can say that he lent them a hand. You know, if they needed something, he was that dude, and for him to have been taken to such a senseless act of violence over the couple of dollars that was in his pocket, you know, it doesn't make no sense, especially considering Corey might have gave it to them if they asked. So, yeah, definitely devastating, and we ain't gonna just let your memory fade. We gonna always rap, and we always gonna do what we meant to do and make you proud, nigga. Rest in peace.
Any final shout outs? Anything you want to say before we get out of here? Any last remarks?
Yeah, I would love to say shout out to my haters. You make me greater. It's you I love the most. I want to say thank you and shout out to all my fans who support me and who steady be in my ear about when is it coming out. I got y'all. I want to shout out to everybody who keeps hollering at me for these collabos. I'm gonna get up with y'all. I appreciate that you even want to work with me. Shout out to my all-stars. You know, I want to shout out to my comrades, GBG, HMH, Hungry Man Entertainment, Ruthless Bastards, you know, Red Top Gang, you know, so many people who have lent a hand. You know, I want to say shout out to you too, Jameson, my dude forever. I got some more work for you. Want to shout out All Star Films, because even though I know I'm hard to catch up with, when y'all catch up with me, you always hold me down. Shout out to y'all too, and of course, shout out to Chamber Music. Loving y'all.
We actually missed the question. We did miss one. People want to know, I heard there was incidents about just Flyce having to prop male MCs, you know what I'm saying? Like, any incidents like that?
Those incidents are so very true, these incidents. And I think it's so funny because, like, you know, it's all these dudes that been around just rapping, like, and y'all know they rap, but nobody never says nothing to them. But as soon as I, you know, touch the mic publicly, you know, because my mans who know me Festil will tell you I've been getting it in for 10 years consistently. You know, I just was shy, or whatever the case is, you know. But as soon as I touch the mic publicly, everybody got so much to say about me and to say about mine. Like, ain't nobody supposed to respond to something like that. I'ma say this: get off my wave, find your own. I'ma also say this: y'all have no problems with me. This has been proven, you know. I'm not even gonna mention y'all names, because at the end of the day, I feel like anybody who ain't with me don't exist, you know. So yeah, everybody making these tracks and this whack ass music and all that, you know. I put out little 2 tracks, fry them, and then I move on, because I'ma say this to say that. You ain't gonna take first shots and not get murdered, my nigga. I'm not gonna shoot a nigga in his pinky toe. You understand what I'm saying? I'm taking headshots. So therefore, I made my tracks. Y'all said what y'all said. I made my tracks, and now I'm on check for you know, I got the Heidi Flyce featuring European Just, that shopper track. That's crazy. You know, I got that Whip My Hair freestyle. Everybody loving that. Not mean crazy. Got so much music, so much music on so many different levels. The Harley Barbie movement, you know, like I'm not even worried about y'all. I really don't even know why. I swear to God, I really don't even know why. Maybe it's because they don't get fly, high, or by like me. I don't know what the situation is, but shout out to y'all nameless fucks. I mean, somebody gotta hate me, right? I'm not signing to nobody whose money ain't up. If you can't tell me where the money is coming from, then I don't need any parts of you. Like at the end of the day, if I go to work, I get a paycheck and my money comes from my employer. So if you want me to sign or to work on a project, where does my money come from? If you can't even explain to me where my money comes from, why are you even talking to me? You know better than to talk to me about something like that. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. I am not a doofus. Me and none of my mans ain't stupid. You cannot come to us with pipe dreams, nigga. I hustle, I don't get hustled. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything at the end of the day is really not even all about money, because I would have held him down if he would have just kept it funky and said I ain't got no money for y'all. What I got is an aspiration and a hope and a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. Every day of my life is built on possibilities. So I might have respected that and blessed you with as many hot tracks as you needed, because for every one song I write, that's crazy. I could write 5 and 10 more, you know. But when you trying to hustle a nigga, you can't outslick a can of oil. You know what I'm saying? Nigga greasier than a gas station mop. But you won't come talk to me about, well, the money's gonna come from the royalties and the this, and where is the money coming from to go to my royalties? Who's putting the money out? Who? You can't tell me that. Don't tell me nothing. Before I get out of here, oh, you ready? Before I get out of here, it's just something that's really a pressing issue to me. And it really devastates me that on a daily basis, I have to listen to these whack-ass rappers. Get your bars up. And if your bars is up, it's more than just bars. You gotta have personality. On top of having personality, you have to have swag. On top of having swag, you have to have delivery. On top of having delivery, you gotta have personality. Yes, I'm taking it back to personality, because personality is what crafts and builds your swag. Like, some people just are better off as ghostwriters. Some people are better off just hiring ghostwriters. Some people are just better off sitting down. And it bothers me because I turn on the radio and I hear all this, whatever they want to call it, you know, with a scattered few, you know, songs that are really good. And then people are listening to this on the radio and then they're trying to recreate it, and it's like watered down Kool-Aid. It's like really not working. So my suggestion would be, not that I know it all, you know, I ain't in no better position than nobody else, but I do have gigs, you know. So with that being said, if this is what you want to do and this is what you're gonna try to spend your life doing, it's like everything else. You should perfect your craft, you know. Porn stars perfect the art of the blowjob. Construction workers perfect the art of constructing. Chefs perfect the art of cooking. If you gonna rap, sing, act, perfect your art, because there's people like me who are gonna embarrass you every chance I get. Like, I be feeding for people to really say something to me so I can embarrass them. This goes back to them 2 dudes I had to fry like fish. You know, I just really be waiting, because people's capabilities aren't on the same level as mine. Just get it together, you know. Rap in the mirror, get some swag to yourself, you know. Let your mans listen to your tracks before you record them so they could stop you. Wait, stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Take that back to the building board, you know what I'm saying? Because when you do that, then you might have a song that I won't mind listening to. As far as these female rappers, you know, I respect your grind, but stop selling sex, even though I know sex sells. There should be more to you than that. Let me introduce my boy to you. Come here, Scooter. Let me introduce my boy to you right here.
You already know.
You got Scooter. Scooter B.
Scooter
My
B.
boy done wild out on this
Yeah.
Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? He done wild out on this
I'm
Chris
in the
Brown.
club, shorty just approached me. I'm in the car, I'm chillin' with the homie. Wanted to dance, she would've thought she knew me. The way she's getting low, low. Don't stop, girl, keep doing it. Love the way you make your body move, move it. Go ahead and do it, go ahead and move it. You're turning me on, girl, now get crazy. Now baby girl, let's get crazy. My baby, let's get crazy.
Friday,
Baby, get crazy, girl, let's get crazy. Baby, let's get crazy. We probably eat those tonight, we get crazy.